Gabe Sterling bragged about hiring the ACLU operatives to process absentee ballots. Yeah. Hundreds were hired in Fulton County. This is Atlanta, guys. November 2022, TDP published information on a little-known video with only 50 views or so at the time. In the video, Gabriel Sterling shows up to discuss a number of things regarding the selection process. Gabriel Sterling was appointed to the COO of the Secretary of State's office by Brad Raffensperger shortly after he was elected to the position in November of 2018. Sterling, as COO, would be in charge of budgetary, human resources, and administrative operations for the Secretary of State's office. Sterling, strangely, had also been referred to in multiple recent media accounts as Georgia's statewide voting system implementation manager. Starting at the 7-minute mark, Sterling shares the following. Sterling talks about how the Secretary of State's office explained the emergency rule to provide for drop boxes to go through the entire selection cycle. At the 8-minute mark, Sterling talks about working with the ACLU and the Chamber of Commerce and has given more than 6,000 names to counties for the election. The ACLU is most certainly the enemy here. Here we go.
This trick to power your home for pennies.
Why can't I see the ad?
No. What is the Secretary of State's office in charge of, and what do they handle, specifically as it pertains to elections?
That is a much misunderstood situation. We have, throughout the state of Georgia, essentially a shared services model for delivering elections. What the state does is we help maintain the voter registration system. We provide the equipment and the basic, the state election board, which isn't Secretary of State's office, but the Secretary of State is the chairman of, sets a lot of the rules to sort of put muscle and tone to the actual laws to execute elections. As an example, like we just expanded the emergency rule to allow for drop boxes to go through the entire election cycle now. We allowed for early scanning of ballots. Those kind of things come out of the SCB. And then we work with the county elections officials directly to train them, for them to then train the poll workers. And this year, we've really stepped up a lot in terms of getting poll workers in the lieu of the COVID situation. We set up a portal, and as of today, working with our partners, especially the ACLU and the Metro Chamber of Commerce, we've already given over 6,000 names to counties for people to sign up as poll workers.
Awesome. Well, thank you for giving us that information. I want to let everybody know that we are largely dependent upon my own power supply here, and the sky is really scary. So there is an outside chance that we are going to lose power.
No. What is the radical left operative doing as the Georgia statewide voting systems manager under Brad Raffensperger? What kind of Republican would partner with the ACLU to hire election workers to process absentee ballots? Here's the entire video still live on YouTube. On Thursday night, investigative journalist Paul Sperry reported that via POIA records, Fulton County officials in 2020 deputized hundreds of anti-Trump Democrats from the ACLU and gave them power to process absentee ballots.